Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Where would you like to go?
To the airport, please.
Here we are.
Thank you. How much is it?
£9.20.
Here's £10. Keep the change.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Where would you like to go?
To the airport, please.
Here we are.
Thank you. How much is it?
£9.20.
Here's £10. Keep the change.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Mr. Smith waits for the taxi.
I see. And what's this?
It's a suitcase.
And this?
It's a briefcase.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Where would you like to go?
To the airport, please.
You see, the taxi goes to the airport.
Ah, to the airport.
Now the taxi arrives at the airport.
At the airport.
Yes. And naturally, Mr. Smith pays the taxi driver. He pays the fare.
Fare? What's that?
A fare is the cost of a trip.
Ah, I see. How much is Mr. Smith's taxi fare?
It's £9.20.
But Mr. Smith pays £10.
Yes, Victor. The difference is the change.
Here's £10. Keep the change.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Mr. Smith gives the taxi driver a tip for the service. How much is the taxi driver's tip?
80 pence.
Good.
The cost of a trip by taxi is a taxi fare.
Yes, Victor.
And for a trip by train,
It's a train fare.
and for a trip by bus, it's a bus fare. And for a trip by boat, it's a boat fare. And for a trip by aeroplane, it's a plane fare. For a trip on foot, there is no fare and there is no tip.
Mr. Smith says good morning to the taxi driver. The taxi driver asks him where he would like to go. Mr. Smith says he would like to go to the airport. They arrive. Mr. Smith thanks him and asks how much it is. The taxi driver says it is £9.20. Mr. Smith gives him £10 and tells him to keep the change. That is the taxi driver's tip. The taxi driver thanks him and Mr. Smith says goodbye.
Good morning, Victor.
Good morning.
What are you doing?
I'm packing my suitcase.
Are you going on holiday?
Yes, I am. And my taxi's here. I'm leaving now. Bye.
Where are you, Victor?
I'm at the airport. I'm going to France by plane. My friend Paul lives in Paris. He's French. I can buy a lot of wine in France.
Don't drink too much wine, Victor. It's bad for you. Are you still in France, Victor?
No, I'm not. I'm in Spain with my friend Pablo. He is Spanish.
Are you enjoying yourself, Victor?
Yes, this is fun. Would you like a drink? There's very little left, but I don't mind.
No, thank you, Victor. Where are you now, Victor?
I'm in Germany. Hans lives in Cologne with his wife and children. They are German. They have a nightclub. We can dance to the music, see lots of pretty girls.
Stop, Victor. How are you this morning?
I'm feeling a bit off color. I've got a headache. I want to go home. How do I go home?
You can go home by train and go through the Channel Tunnel. Or you can go home by boat.
Boat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Hello, Victor.
Hello?
What would you like?
What?
Would you like an omelette?
No.
Would you like a steak?
No.
Would you like a hot dog?
No.
What would you like?
Water. Water. Is there water in the desert?
Not much, Victor.
How much? How much water?
Very little. There are a few palm trees, a few rocks, a few skeletons. There is a lot of sand, but very little water.
Very little water. Very little water. Look! Water! A lot of water. A lot of palm trees. A lot of people and camels.
No, Victor. That's not a real oasis. That's a mirage.
Please. Water. A glass of water.
Is it urgent, Victor?
Yes.
All right, Victor. There is a real oasis in a few kilometers.
How many? How many kilometers?
A few. 20 or 30 kilometers. Miss, another beer.